On today's video, I'm going to be taking you on a driving tour through East Village by Landon Homes, one of the newest neighborhoods coming to the east side of the Fields development here in Frisco, Texas. This community sits just minutes away from the upcoming Universal Studios and the PGA headquarters, giving you direct access to some of the biggest projects shaping North Texas right now. As we drive through, I'll go over HOA costs, tax rates, and break down what it would actually cost to buy a home here. We'll go over lot sizes and floor plan options, and look at the plat map and get a feel for the curb appeal and overall layout of the neighborhood. I also touch on commute times, some pros and cons, and help you decide if East Village could be the right fit for you and your family to live in. So that makes sense. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Today, you are joining me over here in Frisco, Texas. We are gonna be checking out East Village today. This is a new construction community coming over to the east side of the Fields Frisco development. So in the past, I've been kind of recording more of my stuff when it comes to the Fields Frisco development over on the west side of the Dallas North Tollway. We are now hopping over by the Universal Studios. This is up along Panther Creek, right along the Dallas North Tollway. New area getting built by Landon Homes. They're building all different types of lots. They've got townhomes in here, 35-foot lots up to 50 and 60-foot lots. So I'll be breaking down some of the prices, some of the goods and bads with this area, my take on it. So sit back, relax, enjoy this driving tour today, and get familiar with East Village that is breaking ground right now on homes. So if you are looking for quick move-in homes, this is going to be an option. Or if you have a timetable of about a year from now or a little bit longer, this neighborhood will be building some options in here. So for this neighborhood, it is a part of the Fields Master Plan community over on the east side, right by Universal Studios. And actually some of these lots, you can actually see some of the roller coasters that are being built right now over at that Universal Studios park. The county that this neighborhood is located in is Collin County, which is different than the other Fields Frisco developments I've toured. Over on the other side of Legacy is Denton County. Over on this side of Legacy, the east side, is going to be Collin County, which is going to end up giving you some different property taxes between those two. Now, there are different price ranges, so I do really think that, you know, buyers that are looking over in Brookside or the Preserve, they're not looking at East Village. East Village is definitely kind of a lower end option, a more affordable option for families that are wanting to get into the Fields Frisco development. This neighborhood is right along Panther Creek Parkway, Dallas North Tollway, and located in the broader Fields area up along US 380 and Preston Road. So those are some of the major roadways. You've got really good access to Dallas North Tollway, really good access to 380 and Preston Road. So in terms of location, when it comes to streets, this is really as prime as it gets over here in Frisco, Texas. Now, nearby commercial things, mixed use developments. Within the Fields Master Plan community, you've got Fields West, you got retail, restaurants, Class A office space, and mixed use developments right outside the neighborhood. A little bit further, you've got the PGA Frisco, 2 championship courses, and the PGA headquarters sits right adjacent to the Fields. They do a lot of events over here. I was driving down one day, I believe it was around July 4th, they were doing, or maybe it was just a random day. There was a random day I was driving down the Dallas North Tollway and saw like a drone show going on over at the PGA. So a lot of events going on over here. There's also the University of North Texas Frisco campus that's over here as well. They will be bringing some additional housing or university housing over to this spot of Fields East over in this area. So you might see that at some time, but right now this is the only development in terms of homes besides the Universal Studios over on this east side of the Dallas North Tollway. This is the only thing getting built right now. And then over on the north side of the neighborhood is the new Baylor, Scott & White Medical Center as well. Tax rates in here, it's going to be a total of 1.67%. That is the City of Frisco, Collin County, Collin College, and Frisco ISD. For the HOA dues in this neighborhood, you're looking at about $225 per month, $2,700 per year. I'm taking that into what Brookside is as well. These numbers might be different on some things, but a lot of this stuff is really fresh. So that's around the HOA that I believe it's at right now. And that's going to include amenity center operations, playground, trail maintenance, common area landscaping, management, services, community events. It's not going to come with front yard maintenance though. Nothing like that. It's just more about the community that they're kind of maintaining. For the Builder Series in here, Landon Homes, they're going to have the Town Series, Enclave Series, Manor Series, and the Classic 50 and 60 Series. Now for their Town Series, they have starting prices from the low 500s. This product type is going to be a little bit more narrow, but they are going to be privately fenced backyards. Some plans include the Park Place, which is 2,000 square feet, 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 2-car garage. And then there's also like the Broadway plan, 1,963 square feet, 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 2-car garage. For the Enclave 35 series, also still a pretty narrow series for this one, but a little bit more privacy than those townhome ones. Some example plans, you've got the Poppy, 2,289 square feet, 4-bed, 3-bath. The Trinity plan, 2,300 square feet. And the Adania plan, 2,332 square feet. For the Manor series, the 41-foot lots, you've got home prices in there starting at the low 600s. Still a little bit more narrow. So the Manor series, the Enclave series, and those townhomes, going to be really small within the houses. You are going to get over 2,000 square feet with some of those plans, but just kind of the feel of inside those bedrooms and how it's laid out, it's going to be more of a rectangle setup. Jumping to the classic 50s and 60s, you're going to get more space, of course, within the house. You've got starting prices in here from the 700s, but they already have pre-planned inventory from like 800K to 900K and above. Some of these plans, you've got the Sherwood plan, 2,200 square feet, or the Cooper, Manhattan, or Hudson plan, where you're looking at over 3,600 square feet in the low mid 900Ks. Here's the plat map for some of these plans right now. So you can see where the Town series is getting built, the Enclave series is getting built, the Manors is getting built, and the classic 50s and 60s. You can see some of these are showing available right now. Some of them are under contract, and then they do have some quick move-in available options right now. The price range in this neighborhood, on the cheaper end, you are gonna have those townhomes and maybe those 35-foot series from like the mid 500s up to 600,000. And then on the upper classic 50 to 60 foot plans, you already have pre-planned inventory in here at like above 900K, 914 to 930 with those inventory homes. So that can kind of be the expectation right now that you're gonna pay. But I will say this, if you're looking right now and you see an inventory home at $930,000, if it's going to close within the next 2 to 3 months, you're going to get a better deal on that price than what it's showing right now. That's just from experience with working with clients on quick move-in homes or relatively quick move-in homes. Because quick move-in homes, it's going to be defined as like 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Move-in ready house is going to be like you can close within 30 days. Now, I do have a mortgage example for you guys. Keep in mind that this mortgage example that I'm pulling out for you guys is taking what the current rate is at like a little above a 6%, so like 6.2. Just know that with Landon Homes, they are offering incentives. You can do a 3.99. So if these numbers look good to you, just know that you probably can afford in here, but we'll break this down right now. So for a house that's $899,000, you can do a down payment of 20%. That's $179,998. You got a loan amount of $719,000, a little bit more than that, but just roughly $719,000. You've got a fixed 30-year rate at 6.27. Your monthly P&I comes out to $4,442.48. With your property taxes, you're looking at about $1,256 per month. Your homeowner's insurance, a little under $300 per month. And then the total after your HOA is added into there, you're looking at about $6,215.75 per month. Just know that that is on the higher range. I'm taking one of the most expensive options in here, and I'm also taking a high-end rate. So the rates right now, 6.27, but you can do a 3.99, so that will dramatically decrease that monthly, where you probably can get around like the mid fives, low fives, maybe even pushing into the fours, depending on, of course, I mean, if you're buying the $500,000 to $600,000 house, you could easily get this into the fours. But I'm kind of running the numbers a little bit higher, because last thing I want to do for my clients is like tell you guys something and it's actually way more expensive than kind of what I'm saying when I'm giving these projected numbers. For the lot sizes in here, you're going to have those townhomes that are pretty narrow, like 30 foots, then it goes to 35 foots, then you've got 41 foots, then 50s and 60s with about a depth of like 110 to 130, kind of depending on the shape and the location. Just don't expect the world out of these backyards. They're not going to be really that good. For the amenities within this neighborhood, you're going to have a 3,000 square foot amenity center and clubhouse, resort style pool with tanning ledge, fully equipped fitness center, state-of-the-art playground. and then also a trail network connecting Frisco's hike and bike trail systems that are going to take you all the way up to like Brookside. You've got parks over there, so it's going to be really cool how this whole area is going to be super walkable. Nearby amenities, you've got the PGA Frisco Championship course and events, Fields West with planned retail and dining, UNT Frisco campus, and then some other little restaurants and things over by the Gates of Prosper with other shopping that are also attached to this. Now for the school district in here, it's going to be Frisco ISD, of course. There's Rogers Elementary. Staley Middle School is what they're marketing right now, but just like yesterday, the city of Frisco voted Staley Middle School is closing down. I would expect this to turn into Trent Middle School. So just know that right now, if you're seeing Staley Middle School being marketed out there, that school is closing down. I'm not sure how quickly it's going to be closing down, but that is the plan. And then this neighborhood is zoned for Memorial High School. However, school zonings, those are going to change over time. So maybe at some point, this could be zoned for Panther Creek High School. But right now, from how things are playing out, it does make a little bit more sense for this one to be zoned for Memorial High School. And most of these schools are located within 10 minutes of the neighborhood. And for the commute times out of here, not really taking into account rush hour, down to Dallas, 30 to 40 minutes, DFW Airport, 25 to 40 minutes, the Star in Frisco, that town center area, 10 to 20 minutes, Fort Worth, 50 to 75 minutes. The nearest grocery stores are about 5 to 15 minutes away. You've got HEB, Market Street, Kroger, Tom Thumb. So anything you want, there's going to be options. Besides Central Market and maybe a Trader Joe's. That's not really in this area right now. And then the nearest hospital is like less than 5 minutes away. You've got that Baylor, Scott, and White. For the pros and cons of this neighborhood, I'll talk about the pros real quick. You've got a master plan community with resort-style amenities, big trail network. You've got multiple product tiers. You've got small townhomes up to 50s and 60-foot lots, so there should be options for everyone. You also have those townhome series starting in the low 500s compared to Brookside with Olivia Clark homes in there that were like in the 700s. So if you want to be a townhome and you want low maintenance, and you want to be in that $500K price range, you might have some options in here. You've got immediate proximity to PGA Frisco and other regional draws. Fields West is going to be walkable with retail and dining. It does suck that it is on the other side of the Dallas North Tollway. So even though they're talking about it being walkable, I think most people are still going to drive over to the Fields West area, but they are marketing as it is walkable. And for Landon Homes right now, you've got a lot of options. They're not my favorite builder in the world. If you do go around these houses, I mean, they do literally look like they are being built with like cardboard when I was driving around looking at the sheathing on the outside. So that is a little bit up for debate on kind of the quality that you're getting, but just keep in mind, you know, these are the cheapest houses in this Fields development. So that does come with, you know, some reasons for that, right? You got a 25-mile trail connected with other Frisco parks, new homes with modern energy efficiency specs. But let's put that, you know, I'm going to put that as a pro just because they're putting it out as kind of a reason to buy. But the way I'm looking at these houses, there are some better building materials I think they could have used that would give the home even better energy efficiency. But it is what it is, right? I'm not going to try to fire too many shots right now. You also have active quick move-ins that are getting built in here. So if you do want to move in quick, they have that ability. Fast tollway access, Dallas North Tollway is right here. And then there's also going to be future retail, office, just more things are going to get built around this area. So it's going to be really cool to live here and enjoy seeing all that kind of get built out. Now, on the flip side of that, the con, you're going to have to wait for these things to get built out. You got a pretty high HOA in here, $225 per month. You got a construction going on all over the place around here. So it probably won't be for the next 2 to 3 years that slows down. There's a lot of roads under construction. Panther Creek is getting connected out to Preston Road. It's still probably going to take another 6 months. You've got parts of the Dallas North Tollway and service roads that are still getting worked on. You've got traffic congestion over here at peak times. If you want large lots in this neighborhood with big backyards, not going to have a lot of options, even those 50s and 60-foot lots. And you're also going to have a little bit of a higher tax rate compared to the other side in Denton County with like that Brookside neighborhood. Brookside over there has a 1.63% tax rate, and that's because it's Frisco, Denton, and the city of Frisco. Now, Denton does have a higher tax rate than Collin County, when it comes just to the counties, but due to Collin County also have a Collin College tax associated with it, you do have higher taxes located within Collin County, but only just marginally, so not like the biggest difference in the world, but just another thing to kind of keep in the back of your head if you're kind of weighing options here. And then maybe noise pollution in this area. You're gonna have Universal Studios. I don't know if they're gonna be doing fireworks. I don't know if they're gonna be doing big shows. I don't think they're gonna be doing fireworks, but you're gonna hear the noise coming from Universal Studios in the Dallas North Tollway, so you might have a little bit more noise pollution. So if you don't want to be in the thick of it, maybe East Village isn't for you and you want to go maybe to a quieter area off 423 with like CB Jenny and Normandy homes getting built over there. So there are maybe some other options for smaller lots with a quieter appeal than this one over here. And that's going to be my take on East Village. So if you guys are in the market to buy in Frisco, Texas, and you got a budget of $500K up to $1 million, and you are wanting to work with a real estate agent, would love to work with you guys, give me a call, send me a text. I've got all my information down below. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Other than that, peace out, y'all, and take it easy as always. Thanks for checking out my channel and watching that video. I got more videos floating around here. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate in the DFW area, contact me. I will be happy to answer any of your questions. Besides that,